this question, I use chain rule to find z subscript x and z subscript t if z is equal to exponential to power r cos p, where r is equal to xt, p is equal to square root of x squared plus t squared. We have the z as a functions of two variables, which is what? Which is r and p. And each of them, r is a functions of x and t. P also is a functions of what? X and t. The functions of these two variables. Then we can get our equation. Don't forget z is a functions of these two variables. So then I can get, and r also is a functions of x comma p also is a functions of what? X comma t. In this place now, we can get partial derivative of r respect to x. We can have partial derivative of the function respect to t. We can have the partial derivative to x and partial derivative of p respect to t. We can also have the partial derivative of f respect to r. We can also have partial derivative respect to p. So let's form the chain rule. So it's going to be del, each of these, the two variables are functions of what? X and t. So it's going to be del z respect to what? Respect to x. So this is fraction notation, which we can write as what? We can write in subscripting form, and that will be this, in this form. So this one and this one, they are the same thing. That will be equal to del f del r times what you have, del r del what? Del x, plus del f respect to the second function, del p times what you have here, del p over everything will be what? Respect to what? Respect to x. So that's the first one I want to do. For the second one, it's going to be this respect to the second function, respect to t, which is the same thing as what? Z subscript t. This is in fraction notation. This is in subscripting notation, and this will be equal. That's the chain rule for this case. Okay. So the next thing to do now is to get the partial derivative respect to those functions, and then do the normal imputation, do the normal substitution for that. So let's quickly get the partial derivative of z respect to r. And don't forget, I'm using f instead of the same thing. If I write this and if I write this, they are the same thing. Okay, I've already said that at the intro of this. Okay, so if you differentiate this one respect to r, you're keeping cos p constant. You're differentiating this one alone, so you have this. Forget that I've told you, if you differentiate exponential function, derivative of exponential function will give you the exponential function with that power times derivative of that power. Okay, so that's how to differentiate. So if you have derivative of e to the power 3x, so this one will give you exponential function, will give you that function, and then times derivative of the power, and that's what? That's 3. So we get the del f del p. If you differentiate this one partially, you are keeping this one constant, you are differentiating this one, and that will be minus. Okay, so that's for the z function. Then we can also get this one, be del r del x, which is what? Which is t. You differentiate this, you keep this one constant. Can you also do your del r del t with this? So let's do the substitution for this case. This one, we have the value for that, which is what? Del r del x, which is what? Which is t. Okay, we have that. That's T. The left del R, we have this one. So that will be equal to what? T. For P function, for this one, we can write this as what? As S squared plus what? Plus T squared to power what? To power. So if you differentiate this one, del P, del X, the power will come to the front, then the power minus 1, that's minus half, then times the derivative of the inner function, and that will be what? 2x. So this one and this one we cancel. Then we can also do del P, del T. I think it will be the same thing also. That will be T over. Just do it the same way, and then times the derivative of the inner function respect to T, and that will be 2T times 2T. So where you have 2x here, that will be 2T for this. So we're going to have now the left, the P, we have negative minus this, which is here, okay, and then times del P del X, we have it here, so times this one over. That's that on these on the first part of the question. Please quickly smash the watermarks. There's a watermarks on the video. Smash it and hit that notification bell so that anytime I upload, you get notified. Don't stop there. Click on like button and begin to watch and begin to type your comments. Finally, share the links of this video on all your social media platforms. Share it massively. Okay, thank you for doing that. So the continuation, the last part of this question, that will be Z subscript what? Subscript T, which is the same thing as what? Del Z, del T. You just need to do the substitutions. That's what we need to do. And that will be equal to del R, del T value here, which is what? Which is this. Then the left del R, then plus left the P, we have minus, so minus, so that will change this one to negative. Okay, times that will be T over this. You need to get your journal, do it right now. Get your journal, get your paper, get your pen, and begin to work along with the speaker. Okay, nothing happened by chance. Okay, the more your inputs, the more your outputs. Begin to do practice now.